Now let's go to Rick DeBrule, standing by with a very special guest.
Yeah, special is the word, special guest and a special car as well. You might not recognize him because not in a swimsuit, but the most decorated Olympian, U.S. Olympian of all time, Michael Phelps. And standing by with a car that's going to be sold for a great cost just a little bit later. And let's talk about, how did this project come to be? You involved with building a very special Mustang.
So we're very lucky that Chris Connor donated this car to help raise some money for my foundation. My foundation is Michael Phelps Foundation, and so it's water safety, mental and physical health, and the pursuit of dreams. These are all things that have kind of helped me climb the mountain, so you will, and to be able to have such a great cause, but an amazing car too. I mean, this thing is, my kids have been going crazy over it just because it's red, it's fast, it's loud, it's got some power, so I'm excited for today.
And it's the first one of the line that rolled off back then.
Right? I think it's what it is. So yeah. First VIN #1, which is huge. Yeah, exciting. Now, I'm nervous.
I was asking you earlier if you're a car guy, and you said, well, no, my wife is.
My wife is, I like cars. My wife knows more about cars. She grew up watching F1, Niki Lauda, Ayrton Senna. So I've gotten to know a little bit through her, but she's more of a geek of cars than I am.
She must be having a blast. Hopefully you're learning a lot about cars while you're here. Thank you very much for bringing it, for selling it, making a great work of art for a great cause at the same time. We'll see it sell in about 25 minutes. Thanks, Michael.
Next, we have a very special car. Cue the video with a very, very special guest, followed by another very special guest here. So. Well, we have a very special car, but more importantly, we have a very special guest, an Arizona resident, the greatest Olympian of all time, 28 medals, 23 gold medals.
Yes.
Please give a standing ovation to one of the greatest athletes in history, who's also raising money for a very, very great cause. Michael Phelps, his wife Nicole is here with him. And what he has had the courage to do and talk about is special. Michael, welcome to Barrett-Jackson.
Thank you, Craig. So I'd like to say thank you for letting me be here. As you can tell, I am a little excited. Honestly, I'm so thankful that Chris has donated this amazing car to help us raise money for much needed funds for my foundation. We have 3 areas that we focus on at the Michael Phelps Foundation. It's water safety, healthy living, which is mental and physical, but it's also the pursuit of dreams. So for us, we believe that everybody should have access to water safety, and everybody should have the life-saving skill of knowing how to swim. We're committed to reducing the stigma around mental health, and we'll continue to share that message that it's okay to not be okay. Thank you guys all, and bid high, bid often, and let's raise some money.
Well, thank you, Michael. It's a great car. We made 25 of these. This is VIN #1. The chairman of Sherwin-Williams bought it back, Chris, back in, what was it, 2010? 2010. You want to tell them a little bit about how this project came along, as it is a special car?
Yeah, this is a Barrett-Jackson, Ford Mustang, Roush Racing, Sherwin-Williams, Planet Color Special Edition car. There are only 25 of these made, as Craig said. And this car has spent its life going to car shows across the United States. And we could find no better ending to it than bring it back to Barrett-Jackson, put it into Michael Phelps' hand, and raise some money for an excellent cause. Thanks for having us here, everybody.
Thank you. Tell them a little bit about what's underneath the hood of this Roush Mustang.
It's a 2010 Ford Mustang Roush Barrett-Jackson edition. It is build #1, limited edition, as they said, 25 of them produced. Result of a collaboration between Sherwin-Williams, Roush, and Barrett-Jackson, powered by a 1 year only 540 horsepower R2300 Roush supercharged performance V8 engine. It's made into a 5-speed manual transmission. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the entire sale price of this Mustang will benefit the Michael Phelps Foundation. Make some noise up in here, Scottsdale.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, I gotta get a buddy bang, have it on a buddy bang, I gotta get a cigarette, I gotta get a buddy bang, somebody get 300,000 on it, and 300, but I get a 300, who get 50,000 on it, 25, now 50, 75, and 75,000 on it, but I get a 75 pound on it, and 75 pound on it, but I get a buddy, but I get a 75 pound on it, but I get all there, and 75,000 on it, and 75,000 on it, but I get a 5, and 75,000 on it, but I get a 5, on it, but I get a 7,500, 100,000 on it, and 80 on it, 100 pound on it, but I get a 100 pound on it, and 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 100,000 on it, but I get a 100 pound on it, 100,000 is bid, and 125, and 125, 125,
Great charity.
50,000 on it, but I get a 150 pound on it, but I get a 100 pound on it, but I get a 100 pound on it, but I get a 150,000 on it, but I get everybody through, and 150, 150,000 now 75, and 175, and 175, and 75, and 75, you want 175 on it, but I get a you want to pay 200,000 on it, and you want to be asking 200,000, and 200,000 on it, and 200,000 is bid, and 225, and 225, and 225, to get down, don't listen to that better, and 225, and 225, move over, and 225, and 225 down, and 225 down, but to get down, what do you want to pay? But to get down 225, and 225,000 on it, and 225 and 25 down, but to get down, you want it, to get down 210, and 20, and 220, and 220, 20 down, but to get down, what do you want to pay? To get down 20, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 250, and 250,000 on it, and 250,000 on it, 60, 75, and 275, and 275, you're out, 275, and 275 to get down 300 pound on it, and 300,000 on it, but to get down 300 pound on it, but to get down 300,000, 300,000 is bid, and 325, and 325, you want 25, and 25, 50, and 350 down on it, and 3.5 pound on it, but to get down 350 pound on it, and 3.5 down on it, but to get down, what do you want to pay? To get down 350 pound on it, and 3.5 now 75, and 375 on it, cheers now 4, and 400,000 on it, and 4, and 400,000 on it, but to get down 400,000 on it, and 4, and 400,000 on it, and 400,000 on it, but to get down 400,000 and 425, and 425, and 425, to get down 425, to get down 425, there you done, and 425, and it is sold for $400,000.
Thank you all very much. We'll see you out in the post-interview. The winning bidder, please come join us. And now we have another very special guest to introduce to you. The governor of our great state of Arizona, who has helped guide Barrett-Jackson and our entire state through this pandemic, and also has given us a little more freedom this week. Governor, please give him an ovation. He has worked hard.
60, 160.
Incredibly exciting auction. I mean, Michael, you must be absolutely thrilled with all of that.
I don't know how to put it into words, to be honest. I was almost in tears a little bit up there because I know how many lives this will change. So yeah, I can't thank you enough.
So, Mr. Winkler, I mean, you are putting forward with Craig probably one of the most exquisite collections and the most expansive collections here. The garage is now empty, and this is the first one?
It is. This is the first one, yes.
You're a very well-known collector. Yeah. And why this car? And, of course, support for Michael, but the interest in this car?
You know, hey, Michael's a great, phenomenal Olympian, and this is a great cause, and there's nothing better than giving to a great cause, and that just got things going, and I had great help encouraging me, so, yes. You know.
This is the previous owner of the vehicle over here. You're obviously sad to part ways with it.
You know, when we had an opportunity to do this program, I couldn't imagine being better affiliated than with Barrett-Jackson. Then the opportunity came to be affiliated with Michael and his foundation, and now Larry, one of the greatest car collectors, validates what we've got behind us. So a fabulous day for everybody.
Michael, you are the greatest Olympian of all time, had huge success. How does your success in the pool compare with what you're now doing with your foundation? How has that feeling?
I mean, I think for me, the biggest stages, the biggest chapter of my life is post-swimming. The things that we have the chance to do and that we will be doing in the future will surpass everything that I've ever done in the pool. I'm excited. We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but we have a great team supporting us and helping us all get through and teach as many kids, but give as many people the chance that we can.
And how will this help you on a day-to-day basis? How will it change the lives of people?
Well, it'll teach the importance of water safety. Drowning under the age of 14 is the second highest cause of death for children, and obviously we know with the past year that we've been through in this pandemic, we know the importance of our mental health. Our mental health is just as important as our physical health, and I'm somebody who has struggled with it and still struggle with it. So continuing to teach and to gain as much knowledge as we can to give us all a chance just to be able to be our best selves.
Honestly, I think the fact that you talk about it and you're open about it, just that alone makes such a difference to the lives of so many people. Nicole, how have you seen Michael change post-swimming, post all of that success, with this now like determined focus on helping others?
I think it's been really great. You know, I would imagine as you come out of something like the Olympics, doing it 5 times, you need something to focus your energy that you used to put into that. And over the last year, I've watched him come a long way, both within himself and what we're trying to do out there with Boys and Girls Clubs and Special Olympics with our foundation. And it's amazing because we are in every state. We are encouraging kids not only to make sure that their water's safe, but also that they're paying attention to their mental health. And a lot of the kids are going home and teaching their parents it. So it's been a really cool focus for Michael to put that energy that he used to do towards winning gold medals into something else.
It's wonderful, all of the work that you both do. One more person to thank, someone who's very close to so many charities, but I can see, and he often does get emotional.
Yeah, I do.
This is a very special.
That was a great moment up there.
Very special one for you.
Yeah, I had no idea what the car would do. You know, it's always, when it sort of stalled out, you're like, oh, come on. I was just getting ready to go and start bidding on it, and it took back off again. So I saw John was on it, but I couldn't see that you were on it. I always hate bidding against John because he's pretty relentless.
So
but
why is
good
this,
job.
Why is this one so special to you? You're obviously very...
Well, I think because it's a Barrett-Jackson car, but we've wanted to help Michael. It's courageous his coming out and talking about this, that especially with all the lockdowns and knowing people that have struggled close to us because of this, it just hit home. That's why it became emotional.
Yeah, amazing. Well, all of you, really, your incredible generosity in so many different ways. It is so hugely appreciated by everyone. And look, we cannot thank you enough, and thank you all. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Winkler?
You know, water safety is an enormous importance to us. I have 14 grandkids, right? And I would hate to ever have an accident, and so we really teach and preach water safety with all of them, and this was just a glorious moment that we could boost that up even more.
Well, if you're in the area, I mean, I could probably swing by and spend a few minutes in the area with the kids if you want. At any time, we'll swap info, and if I can get into the pool with you
with my
or any of the kids, I got it. I got it. I got a few tips for you.
I'm going to hold you to that.
I got you. No worries.
Well, that is a rare and wonderful offer, and we cannot thank you enough, Michael and Nicole. And let's take it back up to the block.